All right. Saturday night. All right for fighting, according to some. Not me. I'm not going to fight. No, not at all. I'm going to set up and make a cocktail video while I wait for people to arrive, assuming people are going to arrive. Let's just get this happening. Home for the elderly. Hello. Okay. Let's get set up. I keep forgetting to actually show the book video I shot last week, not last night, because I haven't edited that yet, but I have edited the one from the week before, and I was reasonably happy with it. I think I'll be happy with last night's when I edit it. There were those obvious moments when I wasn't happy in the moment when things were going wrong. Doing a rum drink, some pineapple and some cherry syrup. Okay. Little did we know we had started World War III. Sorry, I got the song Keith stuck in my head. Don't fuck with my trailer, cunt. Don't park in my spot. It's the second time this week and I'm about to lose the plot. All right, this is gonna be shaking our little booties right down to the ground. Put that around there. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Put that around there. Move this a little bit. Put this in here. That in there. This in here. Then I can put my phone there. I'm getting organized, man. Okay. My Trello. My Trello. Hello. My cherry amour. Making sure I got everything. Rum. Amaro. Do I still have pineapple Amaro? I think I know I've still got it. Fucking pineapple Amaro. Fuck yeah. Just a little bit. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Rum, Amaro, pineapple juice, lemon juice, and cherry syrup. I'm not using cherry liqueur. I'm using cherry syrup. And I'm going to get a cherry for garnish because it's a cherry themed cocktail. Hello, Celtic. How are you doing? Thank you for the unexpected shirt compliment. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, don't be posting stuff to Discord. I'm going to kill it. Microphone picks the alert noise up. Stabitha. There we go. Got my cherry ready. Okay. I'll even pour the first couple of things. Amaro. Pineapple juice. Gotta shake it up because it separates. Lemon juice. Everything's absolutely iceberg. Get the rum ready. Okay, rum. And was it just 1/4 ounce of the high proof rum? Okie doke, that's all the setup happening. Wearing no shirt. Titties out. Titties out and flapping in the breeze. Okay. I applaud your stance. All right, let's do it. Even educated, please do it. Okay, rum. Overproof rum. 3/4 of an ounce of the Amaro. Half an ounce, 1 ounce of pineapple juice. Half an ounce of lemon juice. Geez, I hope I remember the ingredients I put in here and the order I put them in. And yeah, then just my cherry syrup. Suddenly it goes dark. Okay, that's the ingredients. All right, let's go safety first. Put lids on things before I frickin' knock them over like the clumsy motherfucker I am. Okay, my ice is nicely tempered. Okay. Right, we need the ice. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's do this. What's happening? This is not really. Man, I found that so hard to do, open the tins when my finger was first fucked up. Put this over here. Where's my cherry? Okay, now this is short. So this should take, well, less than 5 minutes. Let's time ourselves because I have the audio recorder on. Should take somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes to do this. Once I'm set up anyway. All right, come on, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, light, get in spot where you're meant to be. Okie dokie. heading off for another early start. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. EOR, hello. I'll be sitting down in a minute. It was noisy magpie outside. I do like magpie song though. Okay, is that happening? All right. Oh wait, I know what I'm gonna do. G'day cocktail lovers. I found a cocktail recipe to use up a little bit of my excess cherry syrup. That's not the only reason I chose it, but if you're like me, you like the cocktail cherries. I love these Luxardo cherries, and there's always syrup left over at the end. So I'm looking for creative ways to use it, and I found it in this cocktail recipe that also had the catchy name of My Cherry Amour. And apart from the cherry, it's very tropical in its vibe, a mix of rums and juices, but with the cherry in there, giving it the rather cherry color. Let's give it a quick taste. Oh, yeah, no, that works really well. This is like a classic tropical drink, and the cherry adds a nice, interesting note to it. I'll show you how to make it. Come on, fuck off. In a shaker, put 1 ounce or 30 mils of aged rum, then a quarter of an ounce or 7.5 mils of overproof white rum, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of pineapple amaro, or first stumble. Then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of a pineapple amaro, or the amaro of your choice. Then 1 ounce or 30 mils of pineapple juice, half an ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice, and half an ounce or 15 mils of cherry syrup. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. I'm straining that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of sexy clear ice. Obviously not a clear drink, so it's not showing off the ice to its best advantage, but I had the ice, and so I used it essentially. And also, I used this pineapple amaro, which is a bit boutiquey. Go with the amaro of your choice. This was not what was recommended in the recipe I saw. It said Ramazotto, which I don't have, but I thought pineapple was perfect, seeing it's got a big whack of pineapple juice in it, and it did go really well. So if you're looking for a tropical cocktail, but it's a little bit different, you could do worse than this one. Try My Cherry Amour. Cheers. I almost bit my tongue at the end there. That threw me off. Sort of nudged my teeth with my tongue. Nudged my tongue with my teeth. Didn't really bite it, but it was off-putting. Okay. Oh yeah, switching stuff off. That's always a good idea. Switch stuff off when you don't need it anymore. What else do we have going on? Put the lid on this cherry syrup so I don't have a whoopsie. Or at least I minimize the chance of a whoopsie. Yeah, probably a little bit more drinky in there. Just an extra sip. Every little sip counts. And now I'm going to sit down. Okay. And for funsies, I'm going to give myself an orange peel or two. Because that's the way, I like it. Or more importantly, that's the way Mrs. Angry likes her hot chocolate in the morning. So, dutiful partner. Okay. We're in fucked orange season at the moment, honestly. The oranges are fucked and or imported. I don't like buying oranges imported from the US, because that's all kinds of bullshit. But the local ones, if you can get them at the moment, just aren't a nice uniform orange. I don't want, because they're for appearance, my orange peels. So I want them to be a uniform orange color, and I don't want blemishes on them. Is that too much to ask? Oh, okay. I missed a whole bunch from EOR. Something about stopping drinking? No, thank you. Okay, but what massage did I get on Discord? Wait, there was... All right, jukebox. Trick to say you're putting the tunes in jukebox. Oh, Fisher said so long. That's a classic. Kate Bush Babushka. Oh, God, Pat Benatar. That's a bit stadium rock for my tastes. I mean, it's epic 80s. No two ways about it. And I always had a soft spot. What's that? We Are Young, We Are Young. Love is a Battlefield. Abigail had a weird dream. Met Morrissey, was hanging out with your girlfriend in her bedroom. He gave some exclusive merch on his way out. That qualifies as a weird dream. And I am so glad you shared that, because, yeah, just Morrissey in a bedroom handing out merch. Why not? That is pretty good. Never going to make my favorites list. Probably a solid 8, though. And if someone's really into that style of drink, they probably rate it higher than I have. But sometimes I can be tough. And other times, not so much. You know, I can be big old softy. But, you know, what are we going to do? Trying to think if I should make another barrel-aged cocktail. And two that I've quite liked recently that are contenders, except they have expensive ingredients in them. The Quadrant and the coffee one I made last night. The vanilla cold brew old fashioned. Abigail got hit by the chronic fatigue, basically slept all day. Literally just woke up. Had that dream like 10 minutes ago. Oh, nice. We're having fresh dreams shared. Gotta love that. Damn. Yeah, I did not have a nap today, but I had decent sleep because we didn't actually go very long last night. Don't think it was even till 1 a.m. It was past midnight, but I don't think it was even till 1 a.m. And I got decent sleep, like 7 hours. But I was a bit sleepy today. We were watching the Sci-Fi Channel's version of Dune from about year 2000. I was fucked up. Yeah. I was, and I thank you for calling out last night, actually, Charlie, that I just looked tired, and I was. I didn't really have the stamina last night, but yeah, I nodded off a couple of times watching Dune. I was yawning so much, making you yawn. It is contagious. It's a form of hypnotism, actually. Yawning and making someone else yawn. Technically, a form of hypnotism. But Yeah, I mean, the Sci-Fi Channel Dune is not bad. It's basically about as good as TV sci-fi got around then. Like, it's as good as Star Trek: The Next Generation, um, which is to say, some of the special effects are like, oof, looking at them now. But that's the trouble with digital special effects, how quickly they date. It's interesting to me how much physical effects uh, have longevity over digital ones. Um, but Dune's a good story, and it's not like the acting is about as good as Star Trek Next Generation too. So, uh, so it's not terrible. It's hardly the greatest ever. Like, oh my god, watched fucking Hamnet today. Oof, that's an emotional film. Yeah, I actually agree, Charlie. The Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park, because a lot of those are practical, if I remember rightly. I'm sure there's digital ones, but did it make me cry? Oh God, the whole idea of losing a child, the death scene, and the final scene where Hamlet's being performed, that got me double because of the family stuff that's playing out. But also, it was a really good expression of the power of Shakespeare's work to touch audiences. Um, so it really got me. Yeah. Oh, and I knew like that fits with the historical facts we know. Shakespeare had a son called Hamnet who died, and it's widely regarded that Hamlet was a tribute to him. I always thought his wife's name was Anne Hathaway, and I thought she was like a society person, and the wife is portrayed extremely differently in Hamnet. And to be fair, I think the historical record for Shakespeare's life is pretty thin on the ground. My favorite bit of trivia, which I've mentioned before on streams, is there's a document from a court proceeding that he was involved in, and the stenographer is handwriting what happens in the court and stuff, like, yeah, probably with a quill. I'm not sure exactly what the implements were there. And in one page of writing, Shakespeare's name is spelt 3 different ways. Like, the same person is in such a hurry. They're just, I wonder how you spell that? And doesn't ask anyone, and weirdly spells it 3 different ways on the same page. Wait, where was Greg? I didn't see Greg. Am I not seeing all the comments? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, what are you doing to me, YouTube? What are you doing? And hey, Safa, how you doing? Oh, okay. So, Greg, you were here and then you left and now you're back. I hope the internet's better tonight too. It hasn't really crapped out today. Housework. Well, if you leave me on, I'll just be your oral wallpaper, keeping you company while you do housework. Got my housework done earlier, did my laundry, did the dishes. That was it. I didn't do anything else. Hello, Hannah. How are you this evening? Winter Olympics. I mean, at least there's a lot in the Winter Olympics that's really visually interesting. But we all know I'm not a sport person, so just on the off chance you were going to ask me, Safa, if I was going to watch any of it, including opening and closing ceremonies, no, I'm not, because I don't fucking care. Because it's sport. Oh, who have you been nursing, Hannah? Who's someone got the dreaded lurgy? Ugh. Dun, 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 dun. I was wait a second. Where's my little notebook? I have to do the B-roll shots for last night's video still. Brandy, orange liqueur, sugar syrup, and absinthe. So I wrote that down, and I don't know where I got the idea from, but I wrote it down because it was so freaking good. So it's kind of a sidecar. Okay. Let me have a look here. Your mum. Oh, yes, your mum's car accident. Of course. Okay. Yes. No, it's nice that you're looking for her. No, Mrs. Angry didn't watch the opening ceremony. We watched, as I said, Dune, and also a couple of episodes of Starfleet Academy, which I don't mind. Like I said, I keep thinking, no, Safa, Mrs. Angry doesn't give a shit about the Olympics. If you started saying, "Oh, you're watching it for Team Great Britain," she'd just look at you like you're a fucking idiot. We're not sport people. Yes, I retained it. I don't mind Starfleet Academy, but I could easily get sick of the teenageriness of it. But it's clearly pitched for that audience. It's for a teenage audience. But I think it's been pretty good so far, 5 episodes in. So yeah, that was actually, it was me spending a lot of time on my bum today. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like about 6 hours of sitting on my bum watching stuff today, because it was that type of day. I did leave the house. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear that I was out of the house for half an hour, or maybe a bit longer. But yeah. Oh, also, okay, tonight's theme is Charles Dickens' birthday. So, of course, I made the Dickens cider. I asked your mum if she's had a Dickens cider. But on the Difford site, they said, the drink of the day is a Dickens Martini. And I was like, oh, what makes a Dick? And it was wordplay. So I fucking loved it. Because, like, when you get a dry martini, they'll often ask you what garnish you want: olives or a twist, as in a twist of lemon. Me personally, I'm twist of lemon. So the idea with the Dickens, it doesn't have a garnish. So you ask for a dry martini, and the bartender says the bartender says Oliver Twist, and you go, no, I'll have a Dickens, thank you, no garnish. So Oliver Twist, Charles Dickens. Silly wordplay appeals to me. Probably not as silly a pun as Dickens cider. But, I just like silly wordplay. End of the day, I'm fairly easily amused. But, I think it's good to find amusement wherever you can. There's too much darkness in the world. You got to just have fun sometimes. Now, tomorrow, what? Okay, they've been saying weird things about the weather tomorrow, actually. What are they saying at the moment? Oh, let me have a look. What are they saying? Oh shit! Now they're saying 30. Fuck that. And maybe a bit of rain. Shower or two, possible storm. Afternoon and evening. Possibly severe damaging winds, large hail, heavy rain, flash flooding. Jesus Christ. So it's dramatic. It's either nothing dramatic is going to happen or some seriously dramatic shit is going to happen. Well, thank you, Melbourne. Business as usual, in other words. It's like, well, it might be normal, might be fine, might be hot, might be not so hot, might be a bit of rain, might be a storm, hailstones, damaging winds, flash floodings. It's the apocalypse. Build an ark, people. It's the final days, end of times. Whenever I think end of times, Christian apocalyptic prophecy, I'd actually love to play with that, writing a show. Because I think a lot of people have heard of the weird evangelical Christian post-rapture book series, and they did try to make some films that no one watched, Left Behind, because with the evangelical Christians, the idea is the final days, the rapture happens when the true believers, God's chosen, are actually lifted bodily up into heaven. They don't die and their soul doesn't go to heaven. They're actually lifted bodily into heaven, which is really weird. But that's the thing. But then the people left on earth, because the Antichrist has risen and is taking things over. And there's the days of tribulation, where it's, the final battle with the adversary. And so the evildoers are still on earth with the Antichrist rising. But apparently there's like some mid people, like, depending who you ask, maybe me. I don't know. Some people might say I'm evil. But yeah, the mid people are left to fight the Antichrist. And so some of the people who maybe not baptized are stand a chance of winning their way to heaven by fighting the Antichrist. And I think you could make an interesting story that had all the trappings of that apocalyptic evangelical Christianity, but with ambiguity. Like, why are some people missing? Why is everything going to hell? Oh God, why are we having like this global war with someone who seems not good? Like, there may be the Antichrist. But having a degree of ambiguity that you don't know for sure why, say 10% of the population disappeared. And is this really the end of times, or is this normal human behavior? So, Home for the Elderly, you found a good site. Filmot, search engine, track dialogue in your vids. Okay. Oh God, Abigail, damn. Who turned up the gravity, the chronic fatigue? Yeah, I was so glad. Like, I never had chronic fatigue, but I had mild but persistent long COVID fatigue that lasted, I don't know, 6 months more, where I would just be like, again, not as bad as like a chronic fatigue, but it would just be like, I'd do something and then just sit down and go, fuck. And then getting up out of a chair, out of the lounge was like a huge deal. We can look up every time I said KFC or upsizing. Give it a seizure. Get it to find every time I said fuck. Happy Magpie still warbling out front. I do love the Magpie song. We had a very funny thing in the backyard. We got a bird bath in the backyard, and semi-regular visitor is these. Well, there's more than one of them. Who sometimes gets several. Fucking huge ravens, like they're this big. They're so big, jet black ravens, and they get in the bird bath and have a bath and splash around. And there's something so cute about a ridiculously big bird. Well, because considering the others are miners and smaller pigeons, it seemed like it's 3 times bigger than any other bird that comes to the backyard. And just watching it splashing around, having a good time is just, I find it really fun. Handy when I'm looking for something in a previous video. Nice. Okay, that does sound interesting. Hello, Madam Butterfly. You didn't get your sauces with your nuggets? Actually, I'd be really pissed off too. I mean, I have not ordered such a thing for many, 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 many years. But particularly frustrating if you're expecting dipping sauce and you don't got no dipping sauce. That's not good at all. It's the sort of thing that makes me not happy. Just the unfairness of the universe, really. I think this room is just sat here being warm all day. I feel vaguely clammy, vaguely sweaty. Like I think it's only about 20 in here, so I shouldn't complain. But it's like, ugh. Maybe you should have put the aircon on for 5 minutes just to get a blast of cool air. You know what? I'm actually going to switch it on in the bedrooms. I just want to cool down the bedroom so I sleep easily tonight. Because it looks like it's going to be freaking hot today. Like how the movie This Is the End is basically about the rapture. It is, it's a very silly movie, but I find it very entertaining. The way they just roped all their Hollywood friends into being in the movie for 5 minutes. And most of them behave very badly. It's a stoner version of the rapture, basically. Yes, not great moments in the history of the Western canon of art, but entertaining, yes. I feel like those guys. I made a video once where I was joking about what people did to make viral videos, and I was just going to put every viral trend in. And I started talking about pirates and ninjas and and this had happened and that. And I was just mucking around and I posted it. Then I get the comments, this is the plot of Pineapple Express. And then I looked up and went, oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah, it's the plot of Pineapple Express. Them stoners, honestly. Channing Tatum as a gimp? Yes. He's also, Channing Tatum loves doing roles that make him look silly. Like, he has a cameo in Bullet Train, and he's a complete idiot. Well, okay, no, you're right, Dr. Abe. I correct myself. What I said in my video were the events that happen in Pineapple Express. Let's not call it plot. Let's just call it things that happened. And the things that I said I'd put in a viral video turned out to be all the things that happened in Pineapple Express, and I didn't even realize I was doing that. Okay, I am going to go out and just going to put the aircon on. Let's cool the bedroom down before going to bed. That's the second. Look, there's a frog in here somewhere. Okay. Hooty hoo. Okay. I think I'll jump into mineral water a bit earlier tonight. Another reason I'm turning on the aircon is, like I said, I'm just feeling a little bit sweaty. It's going to make me tired if I don't do something to cool down. All right. I have a big old glass of mineral water. So the last one of these I had. But again, the only reason I ever got into these cans is because they're regularly half price at the supermarket. And half price this week. So I stocked up on ones where I was running out of the flavour. Might get a backup of my favourite lemon lime. And that just weirdly ran over my glass, and I don't know why. But I've got a coaster, so that's okay. We've got damp refreshment. Oh, that made me want to... They have very funky coasters at the Three Horses bar that I went to last night before the stream. Went with Mrs. Angry. And their menu is like origami. And Mrs. Angry stuck one in a pocket. So we've got one. I might, again, if I have to have a pee break, because I'm drinking this fucking can of mineral water, it'll probably make me want to have a pee break. That's when I put on the Book video, which I have edited for your viewing pleasure. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, I have started putting them on the Angry Aussie channel, and I've already got a couple of comments from people who go like, "Oh, I used to watch you years ago. Oh, you're putting up new stuff. Cool." I guess that bar, that's an interesting observation, Safa. Did you go to that bar when you went to IMAX, or are you looking on a map? IMAX is in Carlton Gardens. So, Three Horses and IMAX are less than a kilometre apart, I guess. It's in Little Lonsdale Street. So, just across the road from their sister bar, the Caretaker's Cottage. Oh yes, that's refreshing. Oh, I haven't had that flavour for a little while. It's not bad. There's really only the one flavour I'm not keen on, strawberry and watermelon, which doesn't surprise me because I generally don't like watermelon as a flavour. I don't like real melons, and that might be psychological, but honestly, I don't know. Your classic watermelon, I know it's just like watery, and I don't really like the flavour. But like rock melons smell like vomit, so I'm not a fan of that. And so it turns out I don't particularly like artificial watermelon flavour either. It's just a whole thing. Dr. Abigail likes melons. Well, context is always important, I say. So the fun things about language, the same word can mean extremely different things and can sometimes mean the literal opposite, depending on the context in which it is used. Oh, you like the old-fashioned ones for showing other people? Thank you for spreading the word, by the way. You unironically like rock melon. I mean, I feel like I'm in the minority not liking melon. So many people like the watermelon, the rock melon. I'm not really holding the melons at fault there. I think I'm the problem. But yeah. I'm quite looking forward to doing the coffee old-fashioned video because I did like the script I made for that one. The editing process will be a hoot, having to cut out all the bits where I'm just screaming and swearing. Madam Butterfly. Subtlety goes out the window with Madam Butterfly. Some noisy people walking past. Not a very big group of them, though. Like that one time where youths were obviously 20-somethings by the sound of them, and there seemed to be 20-something of them. The noise they made when I played, that was noisy people for about 5 minutes. I'm fairly partly bragging. This is the guy I get to Laserdisc. I'm glad you think it's worth bragging. I am happy with how these videos are going. And yeah, I still think an arc will reveal itself. I like the idea of populating the book, and yeah, already some sort of little ideas have been getting into rough edit. Okay, I've got one that's not a rough edit. It's a full edit that you haven't seen yet. The book. Yeah. At some point, I think I want to get some of my artist friends to do illustrations in this. Or I might do some shitty illustrations myself. Oh God, I fucked around with Microsoft Copilot AI image editing today because my video camera takes still pictures as well randomly when I shoot video. And it took a couple of when I was doing that thing sitting on the bar talking, and I was going, that could work as a thumbnail. And I looked at it more closely, and all this stuff to the side, I was thinking like, it's too cluttered. That's not very good visually. And I went, oh, what would Copilot do if I gave it that picture and said, get rid of the clutter to the left and right? And so experiment. I did it. And I was astonished at how cleanly it got rid of the clutter to the left and right. It was just gone. But everything else in the picture was just slightly wrong. Like my eyes were slightly wonky, not the way they normally are. They were just wrong. And I had my hands like this, and they were just wrong. It had rendered the fingers wrong, and the bottles behind me, all the labels were wrong. Like it didn't just reproduce the labels, it did that thing where it tried to guess what it was. And the two pictures there, the image was fairly faithfully reproduced, but again, the word was garbled. So it's basically everything that was in the image was just slightly wrong. It's really fucking weird. So I think what I actually need to do is get one of my friends who's a Photoshop whiz and send them the picture and say, can you just get rid of the clutter to the left and right with the magic that you do? Because I don't want the whole picture re-rendered by AI because it fucks it all up. Abigail, you're getting paid to do a 2-part bookbinding workshop at the art studio. Nice. Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. Because that's such a great, you are very good at it. It's such a great thing to teach people. And I think it's the sort of thing people can really benefit from. So it'd be scary if I ran the nukes. If humans are stupid enough to not have humans in control of nukes, we deserve to fucking die, basically. Do I think there are people in the US stupid enough to say that's a good idea? Yes. I mean, come off it. Look what's happening with the current administration. They're morons and grifters. And if Elon Musk said, I can make the military more efficient with AI and come up with a corrupt deal to make billions of dollars out of it, they'd fucking do it. Just the combination of stupidity, vanity, and the fact they're all con artists and criminals is just horrifyingly dangerous. Safa, all the talk of Skynet is absolute bullshit. The doomsday preaching about AI is as much bullshit as the hype the companies are saying that AI can do everything. It can't. It's extraordinarily limited. It does a lot of stuff really badly. And the concept of, it's artificial general intelligence, super intelligence, genuinely self-aware, fucking bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. It's magical thinking. It's religion for nerds. It is not scientific. If it was scientific, they would structure it. And so, first, they'd say, we know what consciousness is. This is what consciousness is. You know what? We don't know what consciousness is. We don't know what causes, creates, controls consciousness. We just don't. But say we did, then the scientific version of genuine artificial intelligence would be, it requires this many computations, and they need to do it like this. And so if we can get that to do that, then that to do that, then that to do that, then we'd have it. And it's just like, but it's just magical thinking. It'll happen. Hopefully watch the video, ABC, called, yes, if you're listening. No, the people are scarier than AI. Stephen Miller is a fascist, white supremacist. And look, I know we on the left have been very loose with calling people fascist and white supremacist. Stephen Miller actively and openly promotes explicitly fascist ideology, explicitly racist ideology. He is a steaming pile of shit in a human skin suit. He's just the fucking worst. And that's what, AI is not the danger. Horrible, evil people making bad decisions is the danger. So, yes, safely ignore anyone who talks about genuinely self-aware artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence or superintelligence. They are full of shit. They are making it up. It's wishful thinking. It's actually mostly a scam. It's actually mostly a deliberate lie. They are lying. And then mixed in is a little bit of wishful thinking that they think, it'd be great if it happened. That would be, but it's mostly a deliberate, calculated lie. These people are amoral scumfucks. Apart from Stephen Miller, who's actively evil. And I have seen some actual reports that he's getting to the point, like, he thinks, he's like realizing, wait, Stephen Miller's making me unpopular. He goes too far. He just says Nazi shit. And he just says it openly and aggressively. And it's just like, ooh, that's making me unpopular. I don't like that. But yes, Stephen Miller is a fucking monster. Just the worst, most despicable fucking type of person that exists. He takes active glee in the suffering of others. And that, I'm not exaggerating, it's not hyperbole. He actively enjoys inflicting suffering on people he doesn't like. And he dislikes people for very arbitrary reasons, like the color of their skin. Or essentially, just because they're not him. He is the absolute fucking worst. And he has a terrifying amount of power. But yes, this is the world we live in. As was it Damon Albarn had a song about 10 years ago or something? Cunts are still running the world. Now I just want to look up when that was released. I think that was on the movie Children of Men, actually. Anyway. Damon Albarn, English singer-songwriter. Oh, he's my age. Okay. Cunts. Okay. I need to see this Liam Gallagher Twitter post. Cunts are still running the world. Oh, that's Jarvis Cocker. Oh, wow. I got it literally opposite. There's an NME article. Damon Albarn lays into Jarvis Cocker saying the world's not full of cunts. It fucking is. Ugh. Oh, I feel really bad now that I got that so wrong. I think it's 2019, which is a little bit more recent than I thought. 2006. Okay, no, that's more like it. 20 years ago. Okay, but what was this? Okay, what was this? Okay, it's not direct. This showed up in the Google search, unrelated to anything. I don't think it's a. Oh no, wait, it is a response to something. It's Liam Gallagher just writing on Twitter. What a bunch of cunts. So, actually, maybe it'll because I'm logged into Twitter on my phone. Yeah, here it is. Okay, Twitter. Oh my god. Okay, so someone posts a video of Noel Gallagher and Damon Albarn playing a Gorillaz song, and Liam Gallagher replied, "What a bunch of cunts." Oh dear. That's really funny. All right. So he's saying that about his brother. Manabella, we do live in a crazy world. Want to escape Earth for a few hours, but you're sober. Oh, yes, no, I get what you mean by escape Earth. Yes, I get it. Go into orbit, as it were, for a little while. It's crunching a bit on. Okay, I think like now the aircon is making it too cool in here. I just wanted to put a little bit of chill in the air. I'll probably go out and switch that off in a minute, not waste electricity making the room cool to the point of it being uncomfortable. That would be a silly thing to pay to feel uncomfortable. We shall see. For that, I don't want to live on this planet. There is certainly enough things happening for I don't want to live on this planet to be a rational response. Certainly an understandable response. People manage to horrify and disgust me pretty much every day. It really, really is not pleasant. But, you know, there are some people on this planet I like, so I'll persevere, I guess, you know, much as sometimes it's like, fuck this place. I just try to focus on the people I like. Und so. Okay. Charlie, I don't know if you know much about this. I was hoping for a better way to access Plex on my TV because I don't seem to, although I've got like a Sony TV that has some apps on it, it doesn't have Plex and doesn't seem uh, capable of having Plex on it. You have the PlayStation plugged in, and you can uh, have the Plex on PlayStation, which is how I watch it on the TV. But the PlayStation Plex app is flaky as fuck, and the navigation is shit too. Like it's update my TV. Yeah, thanks for a really fucked suggestion, Safa. That's yeah. No, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars getting another TV. Talk about real talk. You need some help. Chronic. Oh no, chronic fatigue kicking your ass. No, I feel that. Ho ho ho. Get my tech support to do it, but okay, it's got some apps on it, but when it says show all apps, it doesn't give me the option to install Plex. I don't know that this TV is smart enough. You know what, Safa? I'll look it up. The PlayStation updates its software occasionally and did this week. I don't know that the TV has an option for updating its software because it's more than 10 years old. It's maybe 15 years old, actually. Better if I'd rather fly into the sun and bake, be on this planet sometimes. Yeah. Like I said, I think that's actually a rational response. Okay, that's Dr. Abigail taunting me. Have I read the manual? You know I haven't read the manual. I never read the manual. Actually, humorously, I bought another tripod for my GoPro a little while ago to have a bit more flexibility in how I use it. And it compacts down to a little tube and sort of folds out into all these things. And I had it all extended and I couldn't get it to go back into the thing. I was going, what the fuck? And I was twiddling things and I couldn't work out how to do it. I was going, well, that's stupid. It just stays not compact anymore. Fuck it. And then I was at the computer and the pamphlet that came with it, which was the instructions, just happened to be sitting next to my computer. And I went, oh, does this tell me how to do it? And actually looked at the instructions. I mean, oh, yep, sure enough, that worked. Need a TV model to see what OS is on it. Oh, a Chrome stick. Yeah, because there are USB jacks on connects to my phone, pick up the show, tell them to play it on the Chrome stick. Oh. Let me have a quick look. I'm getting a general idea of costs. Where are we? Got Amazon Fire Stick. So Amazon Fire Sticks starting at $69. Nice. A Roku one for $70 to $90. Android one for $77. Oh god, there are a lot of different ones. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is a thing that requires research. Looking at this. Don't need USB jacks, they go into HDMI. Okay, well, let's see. Madam Butterfly, there's always possibilities for extensions. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, God, you're going to help me find one. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I won't say no to a bit of help on that front. Because if I'm going to cut all the streaming services, which I am, I'd like my experience to be as painless as possible. So if you're literally asking me how much something I bought 15 years ago cost, I don't fucking know. This is not a thing that interests me. It was mid-range 15 years ago. Take a fucking guess. And don't ask me to respond to a guess because I don't fucking know. Yeah. Well, okay, fun fact with TVs. I did see an article this week that you're like, in the last 5 years, some of the makers have tried to push 8K TVs. And it's dying because there's no 8K media, which is absolutely hilarious. Like, they're really expensive. And all the big names have stopped making 8K TVs because they're selling about a tenth of what they had projected they would sell. It's like been a disaster. And the fundamental thing is, like, there's no 8K media. You can't buy physical 8K media. You can't really stream 8K because of bandwidth constraints. And so it was like ridiculous. So it doesn't look particularly. Upscaling is horseshit, Safa. I mean, I know it's a thing that can be done, but upscaling just introduces fucking errors into things. Oh, yeah, I know technically you can stream 8K. It is a technical possibility. It is a practical limitation for the overwhelming majority of people. So I just thought that was funny. They thought, okay, here's another more expensive TV. You have to get a more expensive TV. And they didn't sell because there was no point in getting them. So it would cost the company streaming a lot. Yeah, so they don't do it. And yes, Australian internet would cause 8K streaming to be a nightmare. Again, technically possible, practically very difficult. So yeah, I just thought it was funny that they invented a technology that was basically useless. Okay. Oh, you sent me a link to the Google Chrome device you bought your dad. Nice. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. New smart TV, no problem. See, here's the funny thing. I'm sure Telstra's given me some of these fucking things in the past. And I had no use for them. And I gave them to someone or chucked them out. Turn any TV into a smart TV. Installing 4K. Control playback with your voice, cast straight from your phone. $160, that's okay. Do. Yeah, okay. This is looking like a goer. Nice. Dickhead proof because your dad can use it. Well, I could just invent a bigger dickhead. So yeah, find stuff with the phone and play with that. Nice. I think I've said it 20 times so far, Safa, but I'll say it once more. There's a difference between technically possible and practical. Like you're saying, there's 2 gigabytes internet available in Australia. Is there? For how much? And where is it? And how reliable is it? And a very long list of reasons why, that's not a solution at all. Okay, you know what? I am, for fun, I'm gonna share a video. Is it here? Here we go. My Elixir Tropical video. G'day, cocktail lovers. No, what's it doing? Don't do that. Okay, so I'm going to go and switch the aircon off because it's got too cold in here. Have a pee break. Oh, what was I saying about Jarvis Cocker? I was talking about Jarvis Cocker's song "Cunts Are Still Running the World," and I got mixed up and thought it was Damon Albarn. You know, it was 90s Britpop guys. I got confused. And then I found a whole bunch of funny links. And it was funny, I got it completely wrong with David Albarn. Like, he was upset at Jarvis Cocker. Well, it's not for cunts. It really is, mate. It really is. And it makes it sound like you're one of them. Okay, so I'm going to share this video. Okay, why is it doing this to me? System audio. No? Okay. It's, oh God, it did this to me last time and it confused me. Okay, we're going the black hole. But what about that? But I can't see if that's doing it. It's remove. Stop. So we're saying about Jarvis Cocker infamously invaded the stage during Michael Jackson's performance, but protesting his Jesus-like portrayal. Ran on stage, bent over, mimicking a fart being blown in Michael's direction. I would have more objected to his pedophilia. Now, why is this doing this to me? Share a video file. What is it? Oh, wait, no. Is this going to work? This week is another of my favorite cocktails. This made my top 10 in 2024. It's called the Elixir Tropical. The original recipe actually... Okay, this is not working at all. Cocktail competition a few years back. To fucking fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, honestly. Point question. Cocker said, I assumed Jackson was sick of smelling his own farts, so I thought he could smell one of mine. Okay. Oh, wait. I just had an idea. This may or may not work. Yeah, that particular thing wasn't... Oh, wait. No, wait. No, this is not fucking happening, is it? This is very confusing to me.
G'day, cocktail lovers. Going in the book this week is
it. Wait, what's it using? Oh wait, okay. I'm going to try something else. Don't know what it's using to play it. Let me double check. Open with films and TV.
G'day, cocktail lovers. Going in the book this week.
No, that is that. What about Windows Media Player?
G'day, cocktail lovers. Going in the book this week is another
Okay.
of my favorite cocktails. This made my top 10 in 2024.
Jesus Christ, I'm having just the weirdest technical problems. Like the pause button wouldn't work. Jesus fuck, what is going on? This is ridiculous. No, it's not 1080p and 4K. It's literally, it won't play the fucking file. Share screen. Chrome tab, window. Okay, see, it can find it with Windows Media Player. Okay, let's see how this goes frame rate wise. Has there been no sound the whole time? Sorry. Well, the swipe effect I've been using for 6 years. So no sound the whole time. Well, that's bullshit. Fuck. Well, it's not really worth replaying it, is it? No, I don't think so. I'm just really annoyed now. God damn it. Just StreamYard making my life hard for a while there. Oh well, say la vie. I should have double and triple checked. It's window. It's okay. So StreamYard do this patently fucking ridiculous, stupid, brain dead fuckwit thing where they default to not playing the system sound if you're sharing screen. And why the fuck would they do that? Like, if you're going to share something, of course you want the fucking audio. The default should be audio on with the option to switch it off. It's just patently fucking ridiculous. Just I'm talking about trouble with screen sharing stuff. Yes, yeah, well, yeah, I know you like that, Charlie, but if you really wanted to, I'd replay it with the audio, but you know, you know what it looks like at least. What else were we talking about? You know, and we were talking technical things, actually. We had a lot of talk about being able to stream stuff to a TV and, you know, maybe getting various dongles and whatnot. It's actually been quite a tech-focused stream, actually. But, as is usual, we did talk about a million other things as well. You know, asking me to project back in time 5 minutes to remember what I was talking about. And sorry, my brain doesn't store that information. My buffer is really small, and I just need to keep going in order to keep up a monologue while I'm streaming. And so there's no real memory buffer there. I forget things minute to minute, because all my processing power is going into saying the next word. So I'm kind of like those large language models in that they do not genuinely know anything. They don't know about what they're saying. And I think they're getting better at it, but they used to not be able to remember the last sentence they said to you. Abigail, you don't have the energy to eat or take your meds. Need to call someone, order some food. Oh, no, that is rough. And I'm just sorry I'm not in a position to come around to your place and throw pills down your throat, and potentially food as well. Who knows? Who knows what is what? But yes, the struggle is real, as the kids say. I just feel awkward because I'm not in a position to do anything practical for you. It's unfortunate. But I hope you manage to struggle to a point where you're able to get something done, but I also understand it's possible you won't. Which also just, you know, Puts me in the awkward position of not knowing what to say. So I was just scrolling through headlines to see what weird shit's going on. As a headline from The Edge: locals rally to keep goats grazing in Ringwood. Okay, sure. Sorry. This is the sort of headline I love. So I was mentioning Winter Olympics, which I have no interest in. American superstar Mariah Carey put on a show. The event was overshadowed by a chorus of boos. Fans had previously been instructed not to boo the US delegation, but those pleas were ignored. J.D. Vance was shown on the big screen. That's just so funny. The Olympic Authority saying, don't boo the Americans. Crowd proceeds to boo J.D. Vance. It's just really fucking funny. Absolutely mad butterfly. I don't think I've got a hard drive. I've just got a very old school sort of thing. There's an Onion headline: Trump defends racist video as racist. Yeah, well, he would. Sorry, Justin. It's like think mode comes up with more accurate information. Like, yeah, well, slamming a finger in a car door hurts less than slamming my head in a car door. I still don't recommend it. It's redonkulous. I'm just looking for other silly things in the headlines. Oh, okay, Jesus. I mistakenly clicked on some clickbait and it was fucked, and it's my fault. Duh. Okay, I'm always very interested. What's the ABC saying about Trump? He used to thrive on controversy, immune to criticism. Pete Trump may have passed. He deleted a social media post. During an after-dark social media binge, the president posted more than 70 items or videos, including one portraying Obama and Michelle Obama as apes. Caused a furor when Trump posted. Wait, so did he actually delete that? So, wow, okay. Oh, God, I don't know. It's just too stupid. The world is too stupid. Conservatives outrage Super Bowl happening in foreign cities in a car. Like, what's the guy Bad Bunny is on halftime, and the weirdo right wingers are confecting fake outrage. Like, no one wants to see that. It's like, I think he's the top selling artist in the US at the moment. But anyway, home for the elderly. Recommended not to slip and land on your little finger. Yeah, geez, I'm regularly doing stuff that's a bad idea. Justin, by recent US elections, I assume you mean in the last 6 months. The presidential election is pretty fucking recent. He's only been there a year. But yes, everyone's waiting to see what happens in the midterms. Can the Democrats possibly inspire people to vote? Will Trump and his team subvert the vote as they seem to be openly saying they're going to? Who knows? I did see that Turning Point USA doing its own halftime show, which nobody's going to watch. Sorry. You're just getting Onion headlines, Abigail. That one cracks me up. Olympic torch followed by thousands of wailing black-short Italian women. You missed a Beast video. Lets competitors keep as much cash as they can eat. Yes, Turning Point USA are a bunch of annoying fucks. Definitely. Oh, yes. There'll be quite a lot of mockery at whatever Turning Point USA do. They are overplaying their hand big time. All right, let's get the Onion, actually. You've got me hooked on the idea of the Onion Media Company. Randomly going to show Onion stories. All right, let's do the share screen so we see the pictures. Okay. Oh, what are we doing here? Wait. Why is... Oh, God. Okay, it's acting so weird. Okay. The Onion. Olympic torch followed by thousands of wailing black-shawled Italian women. Conservative outrage. Super Bowl, yeah. Ryan Murphy worried all his worst ideas are behind him. Mr. Beast video lets competitors keep as much cash as they can. There you go. Police ask for public's help in falsifying report. Scientists witness 2 dogs mating for... Hospital accused of faking cancer wing for attention. Jeffrey Epstein, bad pedophile. Trump's first year in office. Nation yearns for a relative calm of president, a giant pedophile news cycle. Trump alleges that Democrats secretly paid Alex Pretty to be model citizen. Read more here. They say, what do they do about Trump's first year in the office? January 20th, 2025, formally pardons the insurrectionists who will need another favor from soon. February 14th, lonely. The president purges federal agencies of senior officials he doesn't know from TV. Yeah. Trump signs Liberation Day tariffs into effect, boosting American status as a waning empire. Quick trip to Office Depot. Lee's wreath at the tomb of the unknown molester. US announces withdrawal from UNESCO after the agency has the gall to charge Trump for some dumpy old dish he knocked over. Carolyn Levitt celebrates 17th birthday. Spa day with Barron. One-star approval rating rebounds to all-time high after Gallup is nationalized. J.D. Vance makes first diplomatic visit to White House. 5 minutes clinically dead on massage table. Adds name to JFK's headstone. Trump asks Nicki Minaj to explain eating ass. The story's usually good, but the headlines are just brilliant. Oh dear, what else do they have? Just for a hoot. Democrats condemn ICE for murdering without proper warrants. Yeah. Trump to Europe. Getting Greenland was Mr. Tilbert's final wish. Editorial Collins. What I lack in physical strength, I make up for in pubic hair. All I ever wanted is to be a musician and for music to be easy. Can you guys come pick me up? This Jesus, can you guys come pick me up? I was accidentally returned to Mars. Also, I think fact-checking Trump on Greenland would probably be good. Okay, claim. Greenland needs protection from Russia and China. Partially true. Greenland needs protection from Russia, China, and the United States. Claim. America will use military force to acquire Greenland if necessary. False. Military force will be used even if it's unnecessary. Claim. Buying Greenland would benefit national and global security. False. Sometimes it's fun to just buy stuff. Claim. The fearsome 400-foot ice kaiju that protects Greenland from invaders can easily be felled with conventional weaponry. False. Sure, if you completely forget about its ability to rapidly regenerate damaged cells. Claim. Greenland contains large swaths of unspoiled resources. Partially true, not for long. Claim. Greenlanders would welcome American influence. False, though they probably wouldn't say no to a cheesecake factory. Nothing ever good enough for captive. Squirrel plays falling out of tree like he totally meant to. Owners of giving parents grandchildren placed upon least fucked up sibling. Well, that's only fair. I think there's some of those are very American. Sean McDermott expresses gratitude to people, if you want to call them that, of Buffalo. Rams Seahawks game preempted by everyone hates you. Yeah, I think some of their headlines are very America-centric. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Kylie Jenner photographed wearing amulet containing imprisoned Timothy Chalamet. All right, I want the Bad Bunny interview. How did you book the halftime show? Bad Bunny. Roger Goodell's my cousin. What can we expect from the halftime show? I've been practicing that magic trick where you pour a pitcher of milk into a rolled up newspaper and it disappears. What do you say to those who claim you're not American? I understand it's confusing to encounter an American who can speak 2 different languages. Any advice for young people trying to become musicians? Just go for it. Don't let anyone tell you you're too charismatic and talented to succeed. What message do you hope America takes away from your performance? Circumcision is child abuse. What's next for you? I'm going to eat a whole pizza while catching up on Pluribus. Okay, that's probably enough onion. Oh, dear. Okay, they are very funny people, though. I was just having a bit of the Starwood honeycomb. AI chatbot that only responds, valued at 200 billion. Yeah, that's pretty spot on. Madam Butterfly, you're not claiming the US. You're still up for adoption. Fair enough. Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, Madam Butterfly is threatening to visit us in December. I just said Justin posted one to Discord from an Australian satire site, I assume, with Susan Lee can't believe she's less popular than the guy who spear tackled a 7-year-old, invented robo-debt, hid in Hawaii during bushfires, asked his wife why rape was bad, and shat his pants at McDonald's. That's still the best one we made up about Morrison. He shit his pants at McDonald's. Trump's called female reporter for being out. So if it was US wants US citizens not to remove citizenship. I mean, it's just like the world's so fucked up that half these satire headlines read like real ones. It's just the fucking world we live in, man. That's all there is to it. Gosh darn it. We live in weird times. Very fucking weird times. All right, you know what? I did just try the Starwood honeycomb. I have a Tasmanian honey whiskey liqueur that I almost never try. I just feel like having a little bit of that before bedtime. Wait, where's the bottle? Is that it? Yes, that's it. Lime burner. Now, wait, is that Western Australian? I said Tasmanian. I think it might be Western Australian. Great Southern Distilling. Albany, Western Australia. There you go. It's Western Australian. RFK Jr. questions efficacy of skin. Yeah. Ugh. It's like the truly sad bit is this Trump presidency and his cabinet will ultimately kill millions of people. The removal of health aid around the world, no hyperbole, no exaggeration. They're going to kill millions of people. In the US, the ridiculous thing about being anti-vaccine and the various other ridiculous shit RFK spits out. Thousands, I think they'll kill thousands in the US. Just loving those headlines, Dr. Abigail. Lord of the Rings reader can't believe how long it takes Sam and Frodo to fuck. It's subtext. Okay, now I'm hearing loud people again. And this is such a quiet neighborhood that it's very weird when I hear loud people. It's very, very, very weird. Yep. Okay. That one's good too. It tastes really different to the Starwood one. So we're just going with the fucking onion headlines. Conservatives boycott all forms of entertainment. I should go investigate the loud people. I mean, maybe. So Albany's so far away. It's like the distance between Sydney and Melbourne. Yeah. I kind of, because a friend of mine did it years ago, road trip from Melbourne, going around the southern coast, South Australia, southern bit of Western Australia, right up to Perth. Seemed like an awesome road trip. I'd like to do it. Contemporary Ice Age secures easy win by deporting own family. Albany's right down south. Okay. Okay, Justin just posted a whole onion front page. And as I always love saying, that's the one with the, this is their 9/11 report. Like, okay, no, this is good because they used to publish the weekly paper. And like a lot of comedians and satirists, they were so fucking floored by the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center. They didn't do anything straight away, but then they just came in guns blazing. So, I know, where are we? Discord. So this is what they published like a week after 9/11. No, wait, that's the wrong fucking page. Stop. Try that once. Ooh, no, okay. Once more. Discord. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so this is what they published a week later. Hugging up 67,000%. Jerry Falwell. Is that guy a dick or what? American life turns into bad Jerry Bruckheimer movie. US vows to defeat whoever wore it. But again, that graphic in the middle there, holy fucking shit. Attack on America. That was saying. Rest of country temporarily feels deeper affection for New York. Massive attack on the Pentagon, page 14 news. Not knowing what else to do, woman bakes America flag cake. Hijackers surprised to find selves in hell. We expected eternal paradise for this, as suicide bombers. How have we spent the past 2 weeks? Number one, crying. Number 2, staring at hands. Number 3, feeling guilty about renting a video. Number 4, calling loved ones. Number 5, thinking about donating blood. 6, watching TV for 9 hours, finally getting up, going to the corner for cheese doodles, eating cheese doodles, realizing cheese doodles aren't helping, throwing cheese doodles away. They really went to town with the hijackers one, though. That was where they were getting their therapy. Hijackers who carried out find themselves in hell. I was promised I would spend eternity in paradise, being fed honey cake by 67 virgins in a tree-lined garden. If only I'd fly to the airport in the Twin Towers. Oh, no, okay, so that's not there. They went into this graphic description of the terrorists being tortured and mutilated by demons. Hopefully, you want to do the south of Western Australia too. Well, also, down at the southern part of Western Australia, you can go to where the stromatolites are. The oldest living organism on Earth, as in they are stromatolites first appeared God knows how many million years ago. Okay, we're on the internet. I'm going to look it up. Fuck it. When did stromatolites appear on Earth? What's coming up? Over 1 billion years ago. They're one of the first life forms that exist on Earth. So the thinking is they first appeared 3.5 billion years ago, and they still exist. There are still stromatolites off the coast of Western Australia. Abigail managed to stand up. Achievement unlocked. Nice going. Yeah, Justin, but like no one did anything for a week with regards to a comedy. But I do really appreciate after they took a week to reassess things, The Onion came out guns blazing. They went really hard after taking a week to get their head sorted. Yeah, but my all-time favorite was the news graphic, which is, it looked like a news graphic they do is like a map of the United States, fire, a gun sight on it, but just the caption above it was, holy fucking shit. Because it was overwhelming. Madam Butterfly, when you come to Australia, cause a traffic jam, which can wear. Sounds like booty shorts. Well, you know, December's usually pretty warm, so you get away with it. All right, so tomorrow Sunday, I'm planning to do fuck all, honestly. I mean, maybe I'll go to JB and get that fucking dongle to be able to cast stuff to the TV, make my life a bit easier. You wear a short skirt, okay. I feel like you want to get stuck in the traffic jam. Well, you know, you got to come over to Melbourne in December. And for the Melbourne folks who are interested, because, of course, Madam Butterfly wants to meet locals. We did have a little meetup last time she was here. So any Melbourne locals or anyone who wants to visit Melbourne, we'll have a little get-together to show Madam Butterfly some of our fair city. But, you know, December, it's a while off. You've got a while to plan. But, you know, will Melbourne survive? Will Melbourne ever be the same? Who knows? Just, of course, Pauline Hanson says she wants to replace Ice Raids because she's a fucking idiot. So is Melbourne the best city? Look, Everyone wants different things out of the place they live. Like a lot of people who live in country areas couldn't deal with living in any part of Melbourne. And of course, there are very different parts of Melbourne. This is me being magnanimous. I don't want to live anywhere else. But different cities and towns offer different things, and people want different things out of them. God, I saw another fucking funny article today. Some business media was, oh, Melbourne CBD is dead. Oh, you can't let people work from home. It's just like, aren't you people capitalists? Like, if the people work, I don't want to be there, I want to be here, then capitalist businesses adapt or die. Not the government has to mandate what people do because freedom's not a thing. Safa Dubbo's always had apartments. Honestly, back in my day, not that many, but apartments did exist in Dubbo, believe it or not, way back in the 70s. Most people did live in houses, like 99% of people did live in houses, but there were apartments. And there are almost certainly more apartments now than when I were a lad. But if you're in Melbourne, okay, you're planning it Saturday, the 12th of December, booty shorts or a shirt skirt. So Melbourne, get ready. Fairly warned be ye. I suppose that's all there is to say about that. You've been warned. So, you know, if you're not braced for it, that's on you. Can't do fairer than give a 10-month warning, honestly. Big thing of my liqueur I made the other day. Yeah, Justin, it's fucking horseshit. You know, they throw statistics around about empty shops, and there are some empty shops and whatnot. It's just bullshit. It's just fucking lies. It is, and it's absurd. It's absurd, self-contradictory lies. It's like when they said, "Oh, CBD," I'm sure there are a bunch of businesses who are doing better in the suburbs than they did in the past. They're like, no, we kind of like it that people are doing more stuff locally rather than going in the city. But I just laugh because they're so fucking disconnected from reality, and they're just mouthpieces for commercial landlords and employers, and they're just fucking ignoring what actual people want. Hey, Harry, hello. Lurking at work. I hope you're having a good day at work. I'm doing fine. I go to bed in 5 minutes, probably. Although, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to play this video with sound this time, just before bedtime, because it's only about 5 minutes. So Windows Media Player, System Audio. Okay. I need to get it back to the start. It's very weird. It just acts weird. So I'm just double checking here. We do this. Nice. Abigail has enough energy to order food. That's nice. I think this is it. Let's hit play.
G'day, cocktail lovers. Going in the book this week is another of my favorite
Tell me
cocktails.
if the audio is
It's made
there.
my top 10 in 2024. It's called the Elixir Tropical. The original recipe actually won a Bacardi cocktail competition a few years back to an Italian bartender, Maurizio La Spina. Apologies to that man if I just grossly mispronounced his name. It won a competition. I tried it. I really liked it. Although I do have to admit, I'm not going to be using Bacardi rum in this. Not saying Bacardi make no good rums, but their default white rum is... Besides which, I like to support local, so I'm going to be using local white rums. In fact, I'm going to have a little bit of fun. The default recipe had 60 mils of white rum, but I'm going to mix things up a bit. That was a cocktail pun. I like to experiment, and I think you should too. I think cocktail recipes should be like signposts that lead you to where you're going, not some holy scripture that cannot be altered one iota. I'm not saying bartenders don't put a lot of work into their recipes. They do, and it is always worth learning from people with more experience and expertise. But you can keep the balance of cocktails while changing around some of the ingredients. It just takes a bit of practice. If you don't get it right the first time, that's what we call a learning experience. It's only a waste if you don't learn from it. For my version of the cocktail, I'm going to split the base, starting by upping the tropical elements by using some coconut rum. In fact, my homemade coconut rum, which is quite easy to do. Just get some sweetened condensed coconut milk, mix it with some white rum, let it sit for a couple of days, shake it every now and then to make sure it's all mixing in, and then when you're ready, strain it through a coffee filter to get rid of the sediment, and you have a nice coconut rum liqueur. It's got a great texture, tastes way better than Malibu. That's a pretty low bar, by the way. This coconut rum tastes great, but besides adding the coconut flavor and sweetness, it does actually dilute the rum, dropping the alcohol content. So to kick it up a notch, I am going to combine it with a local high-proof rum from the Killick Distillery. Clocks in at 59% ABV or 118 proof. And look, check it out. It won gold at the World Rum Awards. The third alcohol content in the cocktail is the maraschino liqueur, and we've got the sweeteners and bitters to go in there as well. But that's all the ins and outs. I'll show you now how to make it. In a shaker, I'm putting 30 mils of my coconut rum, then 30 mils, 1 ounce of my high proof white rum, then half an ounce or 15 mils of lime juice, and 2/3 of an ounce or 20 mils of orgeat, then 1/4 of an ounce, 7.5 mils of maraschino liqueur, then 3 dashes of bitters, aromatic bitters, and I'm dropping in 3 mint leaves. Add ice to the shaker, shake that for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Then I'm fine straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass, and you can garnish that with some freshly grated nutmeg if you like. You can see it picks up quite a bit of color from the aromatic bitters. So even visually, it looks quite different to a standard daiquiri, but let's give it a taste. Oh, it is living up to my memories. This is a smooth, creamier feeling drink than a standard daiquiri, and those mint leaves are a nice touch. I did the fine straining because shaking with the mint leaves tends to shred them up, and I didn't want little bits of mint leaf in the glass. Maybe you like that sort of thing. If you do, don't fine strain it. This is sweeter than a regular daiquiri with the orgeat and the maraschino liqueur, but it isn't too sweet, and they both add a bit of nutty complexity in there as well, which is nice, which I think is one of the things that pushed it up into my favorites list for 2024. This is a very easy drinking cocktail. I think it'd be a real crowd pleaser if you're having a party. Hey, if you like doing the frozen version of cocktails and you have the blender, go for it. Not really my thing, but if you got a good blender and the will, I say go for it. Whether you're having it as a one-off or kickstarting a party with it, I really think this would appeal to a very broad range of drinkers. It's sweet, it's got the rum in there, it's got a lot going on. And like I said, it's a bit softer than a daiquiri as well, so a bit more approachable for some people, but it's got great flavors. It is still one of my favorites. It's called the Elixir Tropical. Cheers.
All right, so there you go. That's going live, I don't know, mid-April on the Cocktail channel. Actually, probably on this channel, Angry Aussie, this Friday. I've just been doing them there. The funny thing is, if I end up getting viewers on the Angry Aussie channel for them, I'll probably dump the Cocktail channel, which is funny. But anyway, I maybe should have been doing them on fucking main channel anyway. I have no idea how gratifying it is. Yeah! Oh my God! I cannot give enough credit. Like, I love this book so much. I'm so grateful to you for making it. And also because it gave me the inspiration to do this project. You reckon they would think, yeah, that's okay. Look, honestly, they're not all going to be good. I think the coffee one will be good. Was I tempted? Because I think you might remember how fucking off the rails I went and how frustrated I was when I was shooting that one. I was actually tempted to reshoot it But I just went with it. Limited resources, time and whatnot. I think the coffee old-fashioned video is going to be a good one. Okay, yeah, first two 5 out of 5. I know you were saying reshoot it. I was thinking about reshooting it, but I just I edited it and went, that'll do. Which again, maybe not a great attitude on my part, quite honestly. Yeah, actually, it comes off as a typical cocktail feed. Yes, I don't disagree with you at all. But you know what? I think the coffee old-fashioned one is going to be a return to form. So we'll see. So yeah, maybe that one isn't prominently featured in the book movie. I don't know. But I don't know, over the next couple of days, maybe even tomorrow, maybe it'll be done tomorrow. I don't know. But over the next few days, I'll edit the coffee old-fashioned one. So you bought coffee liqueur and vanilla syrup. Nice. Yeah. I made a new syrup recently, actually, with lily pilly, the native fruit that grows in my neighborhood. And I save a whole bunch of lily pillies. But I did the cooking spices. So I toasted up like cinnamon and nutmeg and star anise and cloves and allspice. And then I had the lily pilly, which I cut up, covered in cheese, covered it in caster sugar, which liquefied, and then put that with the cooking spices, simmered it for a while, and strained it out. And so we've got this dark red purple syrup that has this kind of Christmas pud flavor in it. Like, it's really fucking nice, actually. You feel bad for telling? No. Thank you. No, Jesus, don't feel bad, Charlie. You were being honest and I think productive in your commenting. On top of spaghetti all covered in cheese. I lost my poor meatloaf when somebody sneezed. My uncle used to like doing that one at Christmas when I was a kid. But anyway, so yeah, I have a new syrup, which might show up in some things this week. But yeah, I think the coffee old-fashioned will be a return to form. And it's very funny because like everyone's talking up the Carajillo old-fashioned, and I made it and was like, meh. And then when I looked at my favorites of 2024 and saw there was a coffee vanilla old-fashioned that I really liked, so I tried them, and it's just like, oh no, mine's actually better. At least I like it more. I'm planning to be on tomorrow, Charlie. Yes. And yes, Tuesday, a whole Laserdisc thing. I'm bang up for doing that on Tuesday again. Yes, ask a favor, definitely. What is your favor? And I will do my best to accommodate it. And we'll see what's what. You can always ask a favor. It's after you tell me what the favor is, I'll tell you whether I can deliver on the favor. I can actually, yeah, if you want, okay, I can record the audio. I'll bring the Zoom thing over and record the audio. Remind me on the day, obviously, to bring the Zoom recorder over here, and I will record the audio and send it to you. Absolutely. I will do that. So, no problemo. That was actually an easy thing. I did, oh, what's the favor? Let's see what it is. That one's easy. I can do that. That's no drama at all. All right, so that's something good. Okay, so tomorrow night, Sunday night, chill live stream before I go back to work. I am probably going to shoot another short video. I had this can of pineapple juice, so I thought, okay, find some pineapple juice video cocktails to do some shorts of. So I've got one more to do tomorrow. Yeah, tonight was a pretty chill night. We shall see if I'm in a position to give you a rough cut of the coffee old-fashioned video. I mean, honestly, probably not. It probably is going to take me longer, but you never know. Madam Butterfly, I'm sure you'd be in an after-hours party, no question at all. But yeah, look, Charlie, if I get the Chrome stick and I want help, I will absolutely call. But anyway, you fine folk all take care of yourself. I'm going to go sleepy bobos now. I'm kind of surprised I survived today without a nap. Like I said, I did actually nod off a couple of times watching the old Sci-Fi Channel Dune series today. But I finished that 3-parter of Dune. So I think with Mrs. Angry, I'll do Children of Dune next, which is 2 or 3 parts that covers both Dune Messiah and Children of Dune. And then, of course, it's not till Christmas this year that Dune Part 3, Denis Villeneuve comes out, which is, I think, it's going to be Dune Messiah. So that'll be interesting. So high five, y'all. Take care. I'll see you all another time, but bye.
You are totally fucked up!